wanted to wish everybody a happy St. Stupid's Day because that's today. And if you have never heard of this before, don't feel bad because it's a first for me. But it was founded in 1979 apparently, and it's it's St. Stupid's Day. Yeah, started in 1979. So interesting. What's your favorite April 1st story? If you've lived a while, you've probably got something out there, like some prank that was pulled on you or you pulled on another. Just curious if anybody has got something to share like that. I'll share mine real quick. It was, I want to say 2013 April Fool's Day. And our business used to have all the leaders stand in a circle in a morning stand up. They'd call it a stand up because the purpose was to get the meeting over with quickly. Everybody says to the group what they're working on for that day. And so everybody in the company knows exactly what everybody's doing. And it'd be a stand up to encourage everybody to be quick and get it over with. Unfortunately, there's so many people out there that are long winded that stand up every morning would last 45 minutes. It turned into a St. Stupid's Day morning every single day because of that. But this one particular morning, the big guy, the one who's in like the VP, he announced to everybody that the director of HR has just been let go. Somber face, everything. It's April Fool's Day. Nobody believes him. One guy's just cracking up. He thinks it's so funny, but he's completely serious. I still look back at that moment and chuckle. That was funny. So apparently, and she's doing fine. She got another job right away. I've actually, you know, done some business with her on the side because she's a consultant now. But apparently there was a team building event that we all went to the evening before, where you go to a restaurant, you have drinks. I think there might have been even some bowling at this place. We'd do them occasionally. So anyway, she apparently groped another lady who was a sales manager, and that resulted in a termination. But to me, the funniest April Fools was that one. So share your April Fools jokes or whatever occurred with your past down in the comments. On top of that, I would like to just say I've never heard of this before, and maybe, I mean, I'm gonna, let's be real. It's possible that there are things in this world that I've never heard of, and this is the first. I mean, for this to be going on, how old was I in 79? Okay, I'm like 11 years old when this thing started. Here I'm mid-50s. I've never heard of it. That's possible, I suppose. There's lots of things in this world that I may have never heard of, but I think an aspect of the Mandela Effect, once you understand that reality can be edited, things can be changed, and things can be inserted. This was part of our weekly Mandela Monday broadcast. We would have the whole section dedicated to manned animals, and all like there'd always be like this long list of what the heck is that thing? Never heard of that before. How is it possible that I lived this long, have never heard of that animal? And there's animals, insects, all kinds of funny. I mean, they were just flat out funny. I mean, it could have been this could have been a great TV show just for general audiences, because it's just interesting to see all this stuff in the world that exists and you never think it existed. Now, anybody who's heavily Mandela Effect, everybody who acknowledges the Mandela Effect, things in this world have been added, things have been changed, things are just like inserted from beyond the veil by whomever, and for whatever their reasons, whatever their objective is. Maybe it's just because it's funny and they want to see what we do with it. I've had so many things that I've come across that there's just no way I would have not come across that in my past. Like, for that to be here is just funny. So I'm trying to think of an example, but I just saw, I know the movie Yesterday has been out for a while, but I just saw it today because it was on Netflix. And I'm cheap. I'm not going to go pay for a movie, but if it's on Netflix, I'll watch it. So I'm watching it and I'm thinking, yep, that's very, they did, whoever did the movie probably was familiar with the Mandela Effect, and they incorporated an aspect of the Mandela Effect in that movie. And one of the aspects is you come across, something that has never existed in this reality. And that one of the things I liked in the movie is the first thing he does is he goes to the internet and starts typing it in, and doesn't, there's no results for it. There's no results for the Beatles. There's no results for Coke. There's no results for Harry Potter series. I mean, all these things that are iconic, he's like, can't find it. It doesn't exist in this new reality. And the unreal part, or the part that's different from my experience, is I got obsessed with looking up everything and trying to find things that are different here and things that are missing here. The movie also is a little different because, for me, the Coke logo has changed, but Coke still exists. It's like the things in that movie, it is pretty major, just wipe out all of the Beatles. But for me, it's just the smaller modifications. I know people say geographic changes is one of the biggest. I would say for me personally, having that HVAC supply house change locations where it had never been in this world, where it's always been for me, and it shifted 3 miles away down a road I had never driven down before, because down that road there was nothing but pastures. It's like where the city ends and it's just agricultural down that stretch. So this thing changed locations physically, and the structure itself changed completely too, because it was a smaller warehouse before, and then it just went into this like mega warehouse. It didn't actually move in this reality. It's never been where I used to shop for 10 years. It just disappeared. That's one of the biggest, but things like logos, things like that. That's what Mandela Effect changes for us. Getting off topic here from Stupid Day, but I think the point I'm trying to roundabout get to is maybe Saint Stupid's Day is something that was added to reality, and that's why I'm just now seeing it for the first time. Or maybe it's been here and I just never picked up on it. Possible. Not going to say 100% either way, but why not? Why not throw out there that we all know an aspect of the Mandela Effect is things getting inserted into a reality that did not exist before, and things getting taken away. That's all part of it. There's somebody in my last video made a comment about, have you ever heard of demon face? So it's like, what's demon face? Demon face is some psychological or mental disorder, some kind of thing that they've identified where people are seeing demons in the faces of other people, just some people. So oddly enough, I've kind of experienced that many years ago. So it's kind of funny that that's something that's being inserted into this reel. And I say inserted. God Rules channel, he's talking about all these different things and all these bizarre things. And I don't think he's mentioned that he's Mandela affected, but the way he's talking about reality in that video, it sounds like he's Mandela affected, because he's scratching, he's puzzling. He's like, there's all these crazy things that I've never heard of before. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what Mandela Effect is like. All these crazy things that you've never heard of before. And it's comforting to know you're not going crazy. There's other people who've seen it too. This world is bizarre. It's not real. Things are getting added. We recognize it for what it is. We laugh at some of the things that are being added because they are funny. And just wanted to share that. So, Stupid Day may have always been here. Maybe I didn't know about it, but like to hear about your favorite April Fools, and maybe some Mandela experiences too. But it's one of those things that, okay, here's one for Stupid Day. Here's a great example of stupid. Why would, in the Bible, why would wine skins get changed to bottles? Is that not stupid? So we could assign a lot of stupid Mandela effects here. Why would Dolly not have braces? It totally messes up the movie. Why would why would George Burns and Gracie. Why would the joke disappear in reality where she says, you know, he'd always say goodnight, Gracie, and she would say goodnight, Gracie, just like she was so dumb she didn't get that she was just supposed to say goodnight. But now she just says goodnight. All kinds of great Mandela effects that go perfect with Happy Stupid Day, Saint Stupid's Day. But all right, I'm going to wrap it up with that one. Hope you're having a great, happy St. Stupid's Day. Had a great weekend and everything's going well in your world. God bless.